Welcome back to the table, everyone. Today we're going to play another Commands and Colors Samurai Battles. This is the Father's Day edition. I'm filming it on Father's Day. So this is June 20th of 2021, if the YouTube video description didn't tell you. Okay, so first we're going to read the scenario that we're doing, then we'll take a look at the troop composition and kind of see what strategy might be played out here. The first scenario that we played was the first scenario in the book, which was just like a meeting engagement between two equally outfitted armies. This one is slightly different with a scenario twist, if you will. So let's take a look. This is battle mission number 5, Koriyama Castle, 1540 AD, in September. I should have picked a June battle. So the historical background says, in early September, Motonari sent a small group of Ashigaru across the Taji to provoke, which is a Taji River here, to provoke the Yamako into attacking. When the Yamako troops came out to drive them back, the Ashigaru fled back across the river to the safety of the castle. The Mori force that was waiting in ambush then took the Yamako soldiers by surprise in their flank. The Yamako were immediately routed and fled back to their camp. Alright, 4 victory banners is the goal. 1 victory banner for each unit or leader eliminated. And the defending Mori army, they gain 1 victory banner for each Ashigaru spearman unit that crosses the river Taji. When the unit is on a hex across the river, remove the unit from the battlefield to gain the victory banner. The Taji River is impassable except by the river ford, which I don't have the river on the map, but when we have it played out, the ford is right here. So if you say, for example, race these 3 Ashigaru spearmen back across and bring these out to battle, that's the goal. And this, I think, might play out historically. Get these 3 across, and then the red, all they had to do is focus on killing 1 blue unit. They just had to focus fire on 1 blue unit. Game over. So it really depends on card draw. This would be a very tough scenario for the blue force to win, the Yamako. But I'm going to play the blue. I played red last time and lost. I'll play blue this time. So now that I've read the mission and see what has to happen, I was like, maybe I should play the red force to gain a victory. But we'll play the blue because someone's got to lose. That's the scenario. The first mission we played was equal forces. This is similar. These are very similar forces. We've got here two units of samurai bowmen. This samurai bowman on the blue has a leader attached. We then have samurai archers. We then see our first difference. We have samurai spearmen with a leader, and then we have Ashigaru foot soldiers with a leader. Then it's Ashigaru, Ashigaru, Ashigaru. Those 3 are equal to the setup. And then here, at the end of it, the Mori forces have 2 Ashigaru spearmen with 1 leader attached. And then the attacking Yamako have 2 archer units, Ashigaru archers. Well, they're green, so maybe not Ashigaru. The symbols also kind of dictate if they're Ashigaru or whatever. But anyway, spearman, spearman, archer, archer. So slightly different. Once the 3 Ashigaru spearman unit go back across the river, there would be a numerical advantage for the Yamako attackers. But again, all they got to do is focus fire on 1 blue unit, take it out, and then they've won, because this is the 4 victory banner. One other change I'm going to do to the rules is I'm going to take 1 dragon card. I didn't use any dragon cards last time. I'll go ahead and use a dragon card. What I'm going to do though is in between turns when someone finishes, instead of drawing 2 honor, we'll draw 1 honor, since I'm not going to play with full dragon cards again, because when I play solo, I actually found I just forget about dragon cards. But I'll throw one in this time, and if it seems like an appropriate time to play it for me, either as the AI player or me the player, I'll play it and then we'll be out. And maybe over time we'll do more and more dragon cards. But honestly, I just get so focused on the immediate board and just the cards for actions. If I ever play face to face, if I play face to face, that might change. I'll be more willing to play with the dragon cards because there'll be another person. I just always hate kind of a hand mechanic for the AI when I have to manage the hand of cards for them. You can do it, but when it's a mechanic really designed to have a person figure out the best gotcha moments to play those cards, it's not quite so fun. But I'll put one in and we'll give it a shot. But I ended up with so much honor and fortune last game because the rule was you either draw a dragon card or take 2 honor and fortune at the end of your turn. But that makes a lot of sense when you can save up some honor and fortune and spend it on dragon cards because dragon cards have a cost. But if there's no dragon card, then you're just earning a whole lot of honor and fortune plus what you gain on the battlefield. So that's the only other thing we'll do. 1 dragon card, see how it goes, and instead of drawing 2 honor and fortune, we'll just draw 1 so it seems more of the limited resource. I think in the game, again, when you play face to face, you're spending a lot of honor and fortune because you're going to just be shelling out those dragon cards, which I'm sure will change the face of the game dramatically. But again, it's really hard to spring gotcha moments on an AI opponent when they don't care. It's like, ha! And they don't care. Alright, well, I'll put the map together, lay out the forces. We'll take a look at how the board is when we start playing, and we'll go battle from there. So we'll see you back in a few minutes, Samurai. Alright, we've now set the forces up on the field. Couple things. Yes, I'm aware of some glare here. I tried filling with the lighting, trying to get rid of the glare, but the more I try to get rid of the glare, the darker and darker the map becomes. So I hope it's not too distracting, but this is 2 woods and a mountain hill. Then we have this unit here. I did not account for that unit when I was doing the force comparison. The blue, the Amako clan actually grabs another Ashigaru spearman unit, which again puts them slightly ahead as far as unit count, but I don't know how well that will play out. So now that we've got the forces on the board, we can see here that if I could get these 3 spearmen across this ford and into one of these hexes to disappear, that's victory banners for them automatically. So it's a race. The disadvantage that the AI player will have, there, the red, is the fact that I'm drawing 1 card at a time for playing, which means I might not have the hand selection needed to activate this side of the board. This is left hand side because I'm reverse looking at it. But I'm going to do my best to get those 3 across because that's victory banners for them, and that historically fills the battle, right? They're going to go back across the river to the castle. That then puts the burden of just combat over here. So if I cannot get these troops across, then the fighting happens over here. That again might go to the numerical advantage of the Amako versus the Mori clans. That is the setup. All I gotta do left, oh, I did draw dragon cards. I'll share those real quick. For the Amako, this is the player hand. Drew Ninja Assassination, which hopefully you can read that. Play alongside the command card, so I target 1 enemy leader, and then before ordering units, roll 1 die against the target. A sword symbol rolled will eliminate the leader block. If the leader is eliminated, your opponent will not have to lose a command card. 2 honor and fortune to play that one. Well, we'll try and play it. We'll see what happens. Then the Mori, they got an Ashigaru attack. Play alongside your command card. Target all ordered Ashigaru spearmen units with the little blue triangle symbol. Target units roll 1 additional die in close combat, which is great since they're this one worked out great for the AI player. Because again, all they got to do is wipe out 1 unit, get 3 units across the river, they're good. This will help them out quite a bit. Extra dice are amazing. And the AI player starts with 3 honor and fortune. The blue, Amako, starts with 4 honor and fortune. And we'll come back with some cards in our hands and we'll start. And the AI actually goes first. So I'll draw my 5, and then we'll come back and see what the AI drew. And we'll kind of go from there. What we're going to do right now is take a quick look at the cards that we have drawn. I say we, me. First, we're going to do for the attacking Amako clan. They drew Serpent Command, so that will let them get a group of units in a nice contiguous line to attack or do whatever they're doing. Then I drew Order 3 units on the right, which is great because that's the side I'm trying to push to get the spearmen retreating. So that's 3. And I drew another one. I promise you I shuffled these. And 3 again. That will give me a great opportunity to try and wipe out the spearmen. Then I did draw 3 units on the left, which I don't have too many units on the left, but I know I got some fighting on the left center type area. And then 3 on the center. These are actually all very, very powerful cards. That's a lot of units that you can activate, and that will handle the bulk of my fighting on the left and the center and chasing on the right hand side, which is great. The first card I drew for the AI, because I'm just drawing one at a time, the first one I drew was a counterattack. That's what they were going to start with. And this lets them play, it says when you play this card, it becomes a copy of the command card your opponent played on his last turn. Follow the instructions on that card as though you were actually playing it, except reverse any section references made on the card. So left becomes right and vice versa. I gotta be careful when I play that one, but that will give me an opportunity. So if I play like a right hand side for me, I'm going to play that, and then that becomes left hand side for them, which is exactly what they need because their troops are in the left hand side. So that's a good card for them. So I can't really play that on the first turn for the AI because they're not copying anybody. So I drew an extra. I'm going to put this in the reserve for the AI, and I redrew, and this time they drew a tiger tail left. So they're going to issue order to 2 units and or leaders in the center section and 1 on the left. And again, the left section is the ones that are trying to get across the river. So those 2 cards for the AI make a lot of sense. That's what we'll play with. So I'll go ahead and reset the camera back above so you can see the action, and then we'll start playing out the cards. And the battle begins. So the AI is playing the tiger tail left. They're going to activate 2 center units. They'll activate these mounted archers. They'll activate the dismounted archers. And then they're going to activate a foot unit. I was going to activate this one. It's a little bit further out. So hopefully that would let them start getting the farther units out away from danger and across the river. So we'll move this one first. So those are the ones I'm activating. So we'll go movement first. 1, 2 for the spearmen. Now the archers here are not going to move. They're going to enjoy just shooting because they're a ranged unit. They have range of 3. The mounted samurai, 1, 2, 3 away and dismount. So they're both 3 away. And we'll start with the mounted samurai. Since they didn't move, they get 3 dice, and they're looking for the blues. 3 swords. I believe swords are a kill. I don't think blue can ignore a sword. Nope, they ignore 1 sword from rank 0. Wow, that's about as good as you can roll starting out. I'll just go ahead and put them off to the side at the moment. Ouch. Then the dismounted archers fire. 2 more swords and a flag. And there you go. That is typically, great. Okay, well, they captured a blue banner, so I'll put a blue banner on their side of the field. That would be their turn. So we'll go ahead and clean up. Okay, so that goes discard. I already have the card drawn previously, so they're going to keep that on hand. And then we'll go ahead and take 1 honor and fortune. So they're not buying a dragon card yet. So Okay. Alright, great. I'll be back with the blue Amako clan. Okay, just a quick update. I thought the swords were pretty excessive. I double checked. Arquebus, they score hits with swords, and I'll double check in melee. I believe swords will hit. But as far as ranged weaponry goes, archers do not gain benefit of a sword. So actually, nobody died over there. But the one flag hit does apply. So for those who are keeping track of rules errors, that was error 1. So I brought the Ashigaru Spearmen back because I thought that was pretty excessive, so I double checked. But there is one retreat because they're not supported by 2, and they are driven back 1. So lucky for the Amako clan. They didn't lose anybody, but that was going to be, yeah, I thought that was pretty excessive wipeout. Alright, so after that clarification, I'll pick a card, we'll come back, and the Amako will take a move. The Amako clan is going to go ahead and play 3 units in the center, which will kind of throw off the plan of the Mori clan because they were going to do a counterattack, hopefully something that would let them play on the left. But I'm going to thwart that and go right off the center. I'm going to activate this cavalry, those are my mounted archers, and I'm going to bring some more archers forward. I'm going to go ahead with this archer unit. They're going to activate but stay put. This unit is going to move 1. They can move 2 and be in range, but they're going to move 1 and now they're in range. And we're going to bring these archers forward to support. That's a supported unit. And we'll go ahead and roll our 3 attack dice. And we're going to attack the spearmen there. Shake them up. Alright, there's an honor and fortune. I don't think they gain honor and fortune. Yeah, unit collects honor and fortune in ranged and close combat. However, when unit engaged in close combat against lower rank, do not collect. That is a lower rank, so they won't collect the honor and fortune. But they do score 1 flag. They're not supported, so they don't get to ignore flags. Which, you know what, that kind of works to their benefit. That's a drive back towards their side of the board, which is what they wanted anyway. Well, that's not what I wanted. Okay, that didn't work out for me at all. Then this unit is going to fire because now they're in range. They're going to take a shot at the mounted archers, but they only get 1 die because they moved. So hopefully, I will spend an honor and fortune though, because I'm going to inspire that unit. And I forgot to play my ninja card. Well, that's okay. I will spin an honor and fortune and roll 2 dice. They are inspired. Yes. Which is an honor and fortune. And that counts because I get that honor and fortune because it's an equal rank. So they're okay there. But I scored a hit on a green, so no damage there. Alright, that was not a very useful attack. Alright, we'll go ahead. I'll discard that card. Discarded. Draw 1. Just to replenish my hand. Order 2 units on the right. Okay, good for me. And I'm going to earn an honor and fortune for my end of turn. And we'll come back. Oh yeah, that flag didn't actually go anywhere because it didn't actually kill anybody. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get ready. Well, we'll just play it right now. Counterattack. Didn't have to draw it. It was already there. And that was 3 center units for the red. I guess I will pause so I can figure out what they're going to do. The units we're going to move then, so for the Mori clan, they're going to activate... I was going to activate them. Yeah, I'm going to still activate them. They're moving up the hill 1. They only move 1 anyway. Then the samurai archers were moving, and then I'm going to activate them. They're not moving. Now they can't attack. This unit can attack with 1. There's no leader, so they get 1 die. 1, 2, 3. They're going to shoot at the spearmen. and we roll an honor and fortune. They don't gain honor and fortune by shooting a lesser rank than them, so that didn't do anything. But this cavalry unit is going to go ahead and shoot at this cavalry unit because it's got a leader, and they didn't move, so they get 3 dice. And it's a flat. It is a hit. They did score a hit. And a flag. They get to ignore 1 flag because they've got a leader with them. And that does get them an honor and fortune token because that is an equal ranked unit. So they're accumulating the honor and fortune now. And we lost 1. I didn't see that coming. And that is legit. And that's all 3. So they're going to discard their counterattack. They draw infantry onslaught. Issue an order to 4 or less infantry units in a block. Ooh, that'll actually work out very good over here to get a couple units across the river. They can move 2 hexes. Perfect. That's 2 banners there for them. Yeah, that's perfect for the AI. We'll look at that later. And they're going to take their honor and fortune. Yeah, they will need those later, I think. Yeah, I should probably be using more dragon cards. I think next time I could probably manage some dragon cards. I'll have to look to see. I think there is a limit on like 3 dragon cards. I'll double check the limit. So maybe next time we'll do more dragon cards because, again, I'm accumulating a lot of honor and fortune that I'm not spending on anything. Alright, we'll decide what we'll do for the Amako clan, and we'll come back with them in just a moment. The Amako unit is going to play 2 units on the right. I've already decided. We're going to take these spearmen and push up. Now when they move 2, they can't battle, but we're now in position to battle. And then this archery unit here is going to move up 2. And they can shoot with 1 die. So they run up, they shoot. Going to shoot at this unit right there. So we roll it really well. And we get a hit on an Ashigaru unit. Alright, there you go. Boom. Casualties are slowly moving up. There was a hit on the unit, so we're going to roll 1 die and check to see. I think it's one sword. Let me double check real quick. We're going to roll 2 dice since that leader was hit in ranged. If it was melee, it'd be 1. One other thing too, the leader hasn't died, but the scenario is if a leader dies, that's a victory banner for the other side. One of these cards, I thought it said that if I played it, my ninja card, if the leader is eliminated, your opponent will not have to lose a command card. I'm looking in the rules, that almost makes it sound like if a leader dies, you lose a command card, like your command card value goes down by 1 maybe. I can't find that in the rules, so if somebody knows, let me know. But let me roll 2 swords and see if we can. I've done it before. Let's see if we do it now. Only 1 sword. That leader lives. That's the end. Yes, that was the archery. Got the hit. Yeah, we're good. So we'll discard this. So the Amako clan is done. They draw in its place a cavalry charge. Issue an order 4 or fewer cavalry units. Alright, cool. We'll keep that. We happen to have that many. And we're going to take 1 honor and fortune. I got to remember to play that ninja card. We do want to kill a leader though. And that will do it. We'll come back and do something with the Mori clan. The Mori clan is going to play their card they drew, the Infantry Onslaught. They're going to get these guys off. It says they're ordered, they get to move 2. They could still engage in fighting. They're not going to. They're going to go ahead and cross. And every spear unit I get across the river, they cross at the ford. It comes off the board, but they gain the victory banner. So red team gains 1 victory banner. And then this other unit was activated. It crosses, it comes off. They gain a victory banner because they are retreating off the board to lure us. So they've got their 2 victory banners right now. What? And that will end it for them. So they're going to discard their card. They draw, order 2 units on the right, which is over here, which we can do. Okay, and they're going to go ahead and take that honor and fortune. You know what? I'm going to pull those dragon cards. Let's get a dragon card. Let's do it. Let's do it. Hold on a minute. Alright, no limit to the number of dragon cards other than how many I want to keep track of. So instead of drawing an honor and fortune, because they've got a huge stack sitting over there, they're going to take personal challenge. Which reminds me, because I did have an Ashigaru unit fall back 1, they retreat 1 hex, lose 1 honor and fortune for each hex. So I did forget. I got to take 1 honor and fortune away from that. I'm catching some of my mistakes, so hopefully the game will be mostly corrected by the time you watch. Well, you'll see all the mistakes and then what I did to correct it. I think that's it for them. All right. Okay. Well, we'll grab some dragon cards, and we're gonna come back then and see what the Amako clan is going to do, because the Mori clan is sitting strong. And one thing I did look up, I believe under seppuku, it says if a leader commits seppuku, they'll gain 5 honor and fortune, but they do lose a command card, and then their command card total goes down by 1. I've only was bothering me because the way the ninja assassin was written, so that doesn't count as a seppuku. And from combat, it doesn't look like they lose a card as well. So just if they commit seppuku, they lose the command card. So if anybody knows for sure, let me know. And okay, so let's go. I was going to play this cavalry charge just to get some of my cavalry up into shooting range. And it just says play. Yeah, just play on 4 or fewer cavalry units. Cavalry units with the red samurai symbol may move 3 hexes in battle. Ordered units battle in close combat with 1 additional die for the entire turn. Well, we're not going into close combat, but I am going to move them up so they can shoot. Well, only I want to move that one up. I'm going to move the mounted cavalry up onto the hilltop. And out of the hilltop, if I look at the terrain, because they moved 1, they can shoot. Shooting out of it, though, ranged combat is unaffected, but it does affect close combat if somebody is to get up there. Well, these are all mounted, so that may be good or bad, but it gets all of my archery units here for the Mori are now in range. We'll start here. Only got 2. They're going to fire down into those mounted samurai. So we roll 1 die because they moved. It is a miss. This unit is going to roll 3 dice. And it is 2 flags. Oof. Okay. This blue triangle is a miss. First flag is ignored. Actually, they get to ignore, I believe you can ignore up to 2 flags total. If I had rolled 3 flags, I could retreat. But they ignore 1 for having a leader, and they ignore the second flag because they are supported by 2 units. So those 2 attacks did me no good. So we'll go ahead and discard that card. I then draw my replacement card, order 1 unit on the left. Great, I got 1 unit on the left. I can play that. I got a bunch of units on the left that are going to do me no good here in a minute. I'll have to see about discarding samurai battle cards that I don't need. And I forgot to play the ninja assassin again. I got to remember to play that right away. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a dragon card, because that ninja assassin, you know, it's okay. But I draw the red dragon, so I'm going to remember, play alongside your command card. See, I always forget them, even though I got them. I can target opponent units. Before ordering units, roll 3 dice. Or roll 4 dice when your command tent is deployed. Nope, I just get to roll 3. For each unit symbol of a green circle, blue triangle, or red square, your opponent must retreat 1 unit of his choice with those symbols. Oh, that's cool. Flags, swords, and honor and fortune symbols rolled have no effect Honor and fortune is lost when these units retreat. Sweet. Yes, no. Yeah, I'm gonna use that for sure. Like I said, I was gonna use my ninja. All right, yeah. So I drew a dragon card instead of taking honor and fortune. Now it does say you can discard a dragon card and get an honor and fortune if you need it. I don't need to discard those yet. Great. We're gonna figure out what the AI is going to do. Yeah, he did figure out what he's doing. He'll just play right now. He has order 2 units on the right, which is over here, which is this center line unit and this unit. This unit will go ahead and attack. This unit is going to move 2, 1, 2, so he can put pressure on the cavalry unit here. They're going to go ahead and shoot into that cavalry unit. I just want to cause some damage in there. So they get 3. Yeah, I feel like I just skipped somebody's turn. Maybe not. I think I just did. Did I just give them two turns in a row? Boy, I tell you what, it's Father's Day. My mind is elsewhere. But, you know, whatever. We're here now. Things happen. Yeah, I did. I gave them 2 in a row because they ignored a bunch of flags, and then I just immediately drew their card and like played it immediately. I sure did. Okay. We'll just set that aside for a moment. Yep, there you go. Normally I could edit something like that out, but you know what? It's Father's Day bloopers. Okay, well let me go ahead back over here. No, I didn't, because they just drew a dragon card. Gosh. Okay. Well, we'll go. And I tell you what, I have no idea what's going on right now. So they moved up here. They're gonna roll. They're gonna roll. They moved up. They can't move or can't attack. Yeah, we'll just roll 3 dice. You know, we're gonna go with it. Mistake or not. Mistake or not. Let me re-roll. Okay, so it is an honor and fortune on an equal unit. So that goes to their huge stack. Then they did get 1 more casualty. And they do ignore a flag. Yeah, I feel like they got 2 turns in a row. We roll 1. We roll 2 because it's a ranged attack. 2 swords would be a dead leader. Nothing happens to the leader. They are done. I'm discarding. They're going to take an honor and fortune. They draw a new card, which is outflanked. Issue an order to 2 units and or 2 leaders in both left and right, which is exactly what they need. Their turn is done for sure. I'm done, positive. Now I'm going to come back to the Imako forces and see what they're going to do. Alright, the Imako clan is upset that the other clan may have got 2 turns in a row. Who knows? Fortune of war. But they are going to do one thing first, because they're going to play this alongside with their card, and they get to play 1 card. So they're going to play Ninja Assassin. They're going to take 2 of their honor and fortune, stick it here, and then it says, before ordering the units, roll 1 die against the target. A sword symbol allowed will eliminate the leader. We're going to try and eliminate the leader on this block. So I'm going to take my die. Ninjas go! Ninjas didn't work out. Alright, no problem. We'll get rid of that at the end of the turn. Then we're going to order 3 units on the right. This one's going to attack. This one will attack. And these guys will move up. 1, 2. Because we're going to put pressure over here on this unit before they run away. We're going to roll the archery attack here. 3 dice. Looking for blue triangles. Alright, it's an honor and fortune. Green archery units, they collect honor and fortune and ranged. So they score 1 for the home team, well, the attacking team. Good for them. Oh, that's me. Yay, me. Then this unit will attack. My spearmen roll 3 dice in close combat. Oh yeah, the one flag is ignored because they do have a leader. Okay, so close combat goes. They roll. They score a sword in close combat. So swords are what's important in close combat. And they do not get to ignore swords, except if it's a green circle. So no, they don't get to ignore that one. So that is one dead. And it is a blue triangle. So there we go. That is actually 2 from them gone. Then, because it's melee, they get to check 2 dice for the leader. I think it might be 1 dice for the leader on the melee like that. Let me double check real quick. Rulebook tells me that Japanese leaders fight from the front, so they're pretty likely to die. So it's 1 dice, shake it up, drop it in. It's a green, so they didn't die. They're fine. Okay, so that unit's done. They can't do anything. That turn is done. So I'm going to discard. Well, first of all, I'm going to discard the dragon card. Put that there. The 2 honor and fortune spent go away. Discard the 3 units on the right. Draw the replacement, which is order 2 units on the center. Then I already know what I was doing here. Outflanked for the Mori clan, which is going to let them order 2 units on both flanks. Luckily, the Mori only have 1 in each flank, so this will be an easy move. So we're going to move. They're going to move 2. 1, 2. They got to get out of that situation. But I still got to get them activated to try and push them finally across. This unit here has no need to move, but they're gonna continue shooting down into this group here. It's only got two cavalry left and a leader. Since they didn't move, they're just sitting on top of that hill. They're gonna shoot down. Okay, archers don't score hits on swords, but they did score. And the green circle don't move or doesn't hit, but they did score 1 hit with that symbol. So they can't ignore that. So we're down to 1 cavalry. Then we're going to roll 2 dice. If we get 2 swords, the leader is killed. Nope. So that's okay there. And that's all we had. We only had 1 in each flank. So that they discard that. They grab order 2 units in the center for next time. They're going to grab another dragon card because he's got a couple of personal challenge. That's when 2 leaders meet up in combat. The Ashigaru will probably attack next time with that center. So I got the Ashigaru attack one. And then they draw a strike fear. Play before your combat roll. Target 1 unit. Each flag rolled on the enemy target unit in this close combat will count as 2 flags rolled. That's not too bad. Or get the extra dice for the Ashigaru attack. Alright, well we'll come back and we'll do the Amako clan and see what they can do. Alright, the Amako clan is going to play 3 units on the right. So again, we're going to push here. All we can do at this point is chase. So 1, 2 to chase. Yeah, it's chasing. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. I had to leave a gap here because the archers need a clear line of sight, so we can probably flank. But they're going to move 1 and fire because that's in range. So they get 1 die to shoot with. And they need to get the blue triangle. Whoa, that flew out. My rule is it's got to be in the dice tray. That's exactly what I need, but I'm gonna keep it in the die. I'm not sure how that just flew out of there. And it's a sword. So okay, we'll keep that. That's done. Okay, the other thing. Oh, I should have pushed them all the way. Well, it's setting up for a combo I have here in a little bit, and I'll show that. But we'll go ahead and discard that one for now and draw in its place order 1 unit center for a future time. And we're going to draw a dragon card. The red dragon looks pretty good, but let's see what I got here. White Fox Spirit. Play after your opponent's command card is played. Target your opponent. Opponent is distracted and the number of units ordered this turn is reduced to 1 unit. Oh, I don't even have enough honor and fortune to use that one, but that's a good one, so I'll have to build up to that. Alright, and I already got the card here for the AI, so he's going to play 2 units center. And this was one thing. I wanted to position over here on the right, but I need to play in the center to get him out of combat because I don't want to lose anybody because we're just 2 out from losing on banners. But they're going to attack, so they're going to hold, and archers can't shoot through their buddy. So what we'll do is we're going to position here, and now they can shoot down the hex side, and that would be legit because they're going to shoot on the non-occupied side there. And it's just 2 units, so we're going to roll 3 dice. Ashigaru Spearman, roll 3 in close combat. Ooh, I'm nervous. This is why I'm nervous. That's 2 swords and a blue triangle. Okay, so that's close combat. Now I'm just looking. The cavalry, they get to ignore 1 sword because they're superior, and they get to ignore 1 sword from a blue triangle. Okay, actually, that's fine. So they actually ignore those 2 swords. Okay, and you do get to ignore that. You get to add that together, and I think it says you only ignore a maximum of 2 swords, if I remember from the rules. And then the blue triangle is a miss. Okay. Wow, that's how strong samurai units are. That they're armored really well. Well, they're going to fight back in close combat. They get to retaliate. So it's going to be 3 dice against the blue Ashigaru footmen. And we're going to spend one of those honor and fortune that I barely have any of. Yeah, see, the Mori clan has just got honor and fortune for days, but the Amako clan, they got nothing. But they're going to use 1 there. I'm going to re-roll the one that fell out of the dice tray. Alright, so that gives me 2 flags. 1, first of all, the green circle does nothing. The blue triangle takes 1 out. And they got 2 flags. They're going to retreat 2 because they don't get to ignore anything. But we will lose honor and fortune for each retreat. They have an opening here, so that's 1, and that's 2 retreats. They lose 2 of their honor and fortune, and that's from the retaliatory strike. So that took care of the... Yeah, that took care... Well, that was the melee, so they fired, they did the melee, that was the retreat. I think they rolled their 1 die. I think they moved. I don't think they rolled their 1 die. Well, they got an open shot now. So they roll 1, it's an honor and fortune, and because it's equal, they gain 1 of those lost ones back. They then discard, because they're done, and the AI draws order 3 units right, which is not super good for them, but that will activate that particular cavalry unit. And let's see, we'll come back and we'll see what the Amako clan will do. So for the Amako clan, we're going to play the order 2 units in the center. We're going to retreat back this cavalry leader, 1, 2, just to get them out of danger. And then we will fire with this unit. So they'll stay put, and they're going to fire arrows into that cavalry unit. They're within 3. So we roll 3 dice. Yep, they're 3 dice. Oh, it's all flags. Alright. Well, the cavalry, that's fine. They may ignore 1 flag. So we ignore 1 flag. They ignore a second flag because they are supported, and they can only ignore 2 flags. And then that means they're going to retreat 1, and then they will lose 2 honor and fortune for that 1 retreat. So they're going to go ahead and fall back here because that's open to them. They're going to lose 2 of their honor and fortune tokens are out the door. That comes out. Then, excuse me, I will discard for them, or that's for me. I draw in replacement, order 1 unit left, and I'm going to take 2 honor and fortune so I can actually use one of these honor and fortune cards I have. And then 3 units right. I've only got 1 unit right, so I can activate that one right now. And it's archers. So these archers will shoot into those archers, and they've got 3 dice to roll. Okay, they do not gain the honor and fortune because they're a weaker unit, and 2 blue triangles do nothing. And that was the only unit that I had for the right. This is, you know, flipping it, so their right is my left. So that didn't do much good. And then they draw in replacement. Order 3 units center. That's going to be very good for them. That's a very strong card for them. So they'll take it. Yeah, we have not eliminated any red units, just the 2 that escaped. I was looking at why I had so many blocks over there, but that's because we had 2 Ashigaru foot units retreat, and then we've taken some casualties elsewhere, but they haven't actually lost a unit yet. Alright, so with that in mind, what are they going to do? They forgot to play a card. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, well, then I guess they'll take 2 honor and fortune, though. Well, wait, they just got pushed back, right? So that was me? No, that was them. They just did something. I already did earlier. Alright, they'll take 2 honor and fortune, and then I'm going to go ahead and decide what I'm going to do. I'll be right back. Well, so the problem with filming on Father's Day is everybody keeps coming into the room to do something for me. So it's like, I'm very distracted. I keep pausing more than I wanted to just so I can handle distractions. But okay, so we're going to say the Amako clan is going to play their Serpent command. That's why I was moving these units up. I should have moved this unit further up instead of firing with them. That way I can activate all 3 this time, but we'll just do 2. So Serpent command to activate these guys in a contiguous unit, if you will. And they will fight, and then this unit will move 1. They can fight. So this unit is going to roll 3 dice. Okay, red is a miss. We need honor and fortune points because I forgot to do my fancy cards. And the retreat is bad. The reason why that's bad is because I'm pushing them off, and I don't want to do that. The special scenario rules, there's nothing in there about retreats putting them somewhere else, because this north edge is like where they're retreating to. So go away, cat. Cat's bothering me now too. So they luckily ignore the one retreat flag because they have a leader. Their leader is like, no. We would lose some honor and fortune on the retreat, but at the same time, no. And then we earn that honor and fortune. Okay, this unit, well, now they get to retaliate. So they're fighting back. And they're going to spend an honor and fortune to up the die because they got a bunch. And there's a sword. Okay, the green circle doesn't work. Well, this was a very good retaliation because they lose 1 blue triangle person for that. A sword also gets somebody. They don't ignore swords unless it's from a green circle attacker. And there's a retreat flag. So they get pushed back 1. Then this unit attacks. Now because they moved 1, they only get to attack. Yeah, they can move up to 2, but if they move 1, I think they still get their 3. It just says 3 close combat, so they can move 1 in battle. If they move 2, there's no battle. Alright, so they don't have a leader, so it's just 3 dice for them. Alright, red does nothing. The retreat is ignored. 1 sword does kill the last unit there. That is 1 victory flag for the blue team. Yay. Then we're going to roll 2 dice to see if we kill the leader. 1 die for melee. Okay, so 1 die if we get swords. Nope. Now, the leader does get to retreat 1, 2, or 3. If he retreats off the board, he can't. That'd be a seppuku type of thing. He might end up killing himself because unless he runs, but he has to retreat. He'd retreat across the ford up against the wall. Those Ashigaru spearmen could go across and chase him. So we'll just go ahead and seppuku. That does give another victory banner. We lose 5 honor. Well, we gain 5. They have so much honor and fortune now. We'll just have them commit seppuku there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We would lose a command card, and the command card value would go down, but the AI is only drawing 1 at a time anyway. So that takes care of that. We was able to chase that down. That means I've got to get 2 more victory points, either move an Ashigaru unit over, or we'll have to kill 2 blue units. And the blue is holding out pretty good. Alright, so that's it for the Amako clan. So they draw a replacement card, which is leadership. Issue an order to units under 1 leader's command, leader's hex, lone leader unit, or attached leader in the hex, and up to 4 adjacent linked contiguous hexes. Oh, that'll be good here. That's 4 units. That's the leader. And up to 4 adjacent linked contiguous, up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's a huge line to push. So we'll hold on to that one. And we're going to take 2 honor and fortune. And I've got some cards to use that I haven't been. Alright, and then we had order 3 units in the center for the AI. And we'll come back to that in just a moment. Here we go with 3 units center. We're going to push with the center here. We're going to come charging down off the mountain. Now, that one, that I don't remember if coming off really affects movement. Movement effects. Oh, it says none anyway. Wood and some other stuff affect movement, so they're going to be fine. They're going to come off of there. Cool. And since that is spearmen, they only move 1. They move 1 and can battle. So we're going to come off here. That's a center unit. We're charging. Charge. Bowmen will move. They don't have to move. They can shoot from there. I'm going to move them back because they suffered 1 to clear a path to move this fresh unit up. So that's the 3 movement. They can attack 1, 2, 3. They're going to roll 3 dice into this unit of Ashigaru spearmen. Yes, they only roll 3. Whoa, okay. The green circle doesn't do anything, but 2 triangles do. That was some good rolling on their part. Alright, so that is a discard. And they draw order 2 units center. So they're center now. That's perfect for them. They're just going to keep pounding the center. I've got a whole bunch of dragon cards. I'm going to draw another one because I have a whole bunch of honor. I think before I play their next card, I'll look over the cards I have and then double check what I have. Because now I got Brave Leader. Play after your opponent's close combat roll. Target 1 unit with a leader. Target unit with leader may ignore all flags rolled against it this combat. Alright, that could be useful. Alright, let's see what I'm going to do. Well, the Yamako clan is going to do some bold maneuvering. So they play the leadership card. They can activate a leader and then 4 adjacent contiguous units. So it's going to be this one, this one, this one, this one for 4. I'm going to move this one first. And they're going to move out of the way. So they actually move over here. They can move up to 2 and still attack, but they only get to roll 1 when they move. Then this unit will push up to attack. This unit is actually going to kind of move out of the way. So that was the 1, 2, here comes number 3. 1, 2. Now they can move 2 but can't attack. And then this unit is out of a position. I was going to have them shoot arrows here, but they can just stay put and shoot up onto this hilltop with the cav. So after maneuvering, we're going to fight. Now, they only moved 1. Let's start here. They moved, so they're going to roll their 1 dice. Ooh, but if this leader goes, he can give inspiration out. So we're going to put inspiration. I think they can only do themselves. I think the cavalry can do adjacent. So he'll inspire himself. Let me double check that real quick because I believe the cavalry leaders can do adjacent. And, oh, he can't inspire cavalry anyway, but he might be able to inspire adjacent units, but he can't inspire himself. Let me check on that real quick. Yeah, so it's just as I thought. So a cavalry leader can inspire adjacent, and he doesn't have to be ordered to do it. He's just his presence. You can spend the inspiration token, the honor and fortune to inspire, but a foot cannot inspire adjacent, just his own. And I don't think I've done this before, but I'm going to remember now. When you spend 1, you don't gain honor and fortune. You gain 1 less. So I know previously when I played, I'd roll and get an honor and fortune token back. It doesn't work that way. You lose 1. It's like if I roll 2 honor and fortune on the dice, I don't get 1 of those because I spent 1. So I'd have to roll 2 honor and fortune symbols in order to get 1 back. So you get 1 less honor and fortune on your dice rolls. All right. So with that in mind, we're going to shoot, I think, yeah, there was no inspiration to spend on, so you're going to roll just 1 die. It's a sword, but archers, we learned, don't benefit from swords. Then they don't get to shoot back. They're going to melee. He spends his 1 honor and fortune, so he will get 4 dice on the attack. You would get 1 less honor and fortune, so that goes away. The green circle, blue triangle don't hit, so those come out. There is 1 hit on the samurai, so that comes out. We're going to roll 1 die to see if the leader is hit, because melee is deadly. It does not hit the leader. They get to retaliate back, so they're going to roll their 4 dice for samurai spearmen. So this is going to be deadly retaliation. And they will spin an inspiration because they have a whole bunch. So they're going to get 5 dice. Alright, so the 2 reds don't do anything. The green circle doesn't do anything. 1 flag for retreat is ignored. And 1 blue triangle is hit, so they take 1 out. Then we roll 1 to see if that leader gets killed. Nope, so he's fine. Then they attack, they get no inspiration, so that's 3 dice for them. And score nothing. Then they retaliate, and they're going to spend another honor and fortune, because he has a bunch, and roll 5 dice on that retaliation. That's scary now. Alright, they gain 1 less honor and fortune, plus it's a worse unit anyway, so I don't think they would get it anyhow, but it's out of there. The green circle does nothing. The blue triangle kills 1. There's no leader there to worry about. And 2 flags. They are technically supported by 2 units, so they ignore 1 flag. One additional flag is there. That pushes them back one because they have nothing else to absorb a flag. And they lose an honor and fortune for the retreat. Perfectly not good. And that's all for you. Well, the archer, they were part of that too. They're just going to shoot up there. Okay, they got 3 dice. So they're going to shoot up the hill at the cavalry mounted on horses. The sword is ignored. The blue triangle is ignored. The 1 flag. Samurai, on their armor, they ignore 1 flag. So that did nothing. That attack is done. I draw a replacement battle card. And I grab a order 1 unit on the right. Cool. I can use that. And I'm going to take... Well, I got some honor and fortune here now. So I'm going to grab another one. Desperate Charge. It costs 0. So play before your close combat roll. Target 1 single block unit. Target rolls 2 additional dice in this close combat. Oh, I'm going to pick one of my own. 1 single block. I'm not going to pick an enemy one, that's for sure. But I'm going to hold on to that because that's like a free attack here. And we got to push these guys. So we're going to take a moment to look at the dragon cards to go with my AI card. Excellent. So if I take the time to look at the dragon cards before we turn, we get a good one. So here's personal challenge. It says these 2 leaders will fight. Essentially, you start with as many dice for cards you hold. The AI player in this scenario gets to hold, I thought it was 5. Let me double check. Normally they're supposed to hold, they get 5. So they got 5 dice because you get 1 for the card you're playing plus your hand size. That's 5. If you play the dragon card, you add 2. And there was 1, if you have the most honor and fortune, that's another one. So that's 8 dice for the red leader. And we have to keep track of who gets the most swords. Out of all of that, 1 sword. Everything else is ignored. So I'm going to say he got 1 sword. Then the opposing player, so the blue leader, just gets the 5 dice for his hand size. And scored no swords. Well, that means the blue leader is struck down. But he will only become stronger. There's no banner gained for that and no card loss. It's just leader is dead. Oh wait, yeah, but the command card is lost, selected at random. Oh, so we do lose that. And I guess that would mean I am now down a card as well. That's great. So I spent that on the dragon token, so that's going to discard. We'll just discard it now. I'm going to randomly discard, shuffle them up here. We'll lose this one. So now my hand size is 4 cards. I'm losing order 1 unit center. So that's out. Now we move on to the rest of this here. They were ordering 2 units. So this unit is going to attack. This will archery. I'm going to roll 3 dice for the archers into those Ashigaru footmen. And they score 2 blue hits. Oof. Yeah, the red is definitely kicking my butt again. And the green circle is ignored. And then this unit will attack. So the samurai spearmen who roll 4 dice, 1 honor point to roll an extra dice. They're going to lay into them. Whew. And they score 2 more hits. Now, that comes out. The red square is ignored. 1 flag is ignored because they are supported by 2 units. The other flag is not ignored, so they fall back. So they're pushed back. And that means they won't be retaliating because they fell back. Wow, alright. And so they're going to discard that card because that was them on the move. And then they draw as a replacement. Order 2 units center. Working out beautifully for the AI. Fantastic. Alright, I'm going to take a look. Oh, I know what I was doing. I already know I'm playing this dragon card here. Desperate Charge. And I do still have an order 1 unit left. So like I'm hopping right in there because we're desperate to fight. And it's going to give us 2 additional dice. So this is going to be in close combat. So I got to do close combat. And it's a center unit. This is the one I got the most that can do close. They can close combat, but they're not in the center. So we're going to play 1 unit right. Ha! They're going to move into close combat. Got to do it. And they're going to get to do 2 additional dice. When they close combat, they get 3 dice already. And they're going to get +2 from the card because it's a desperate charge with their swords drawn. It just says single block unit. So it didn't specify. It's even got a picture of a little cavalry guy charging. So here we go. They set their bows aside and they charge with swords drawn. Can we do it? Nope. I scored nothing. The 1 flag is ignored. The 2 circles and the triangles are ignored. This is so bad. Then they're going to retaliate with their 4. They're going to spend their honor and fortune because they got a bunch. And they're going to get that extra die. So they're going to attack the horses. Reroll. Oh my gosh. Okay, so honor and fortune is ignored because we spent 1 to inspire. 2 red squares, take them out. And they ignore 1 sword because of their being samurai-ish. And then 1 sword goes through. Oh my goodness. Blue. I'm losing again. I'm losing to the AI and he only draws 1 card a turn. Alright, so that's done. Oh man. So I draw my card. I get order 3 units center. I'm running out of everything. I'm surprised they still have not eliminated, but it's getting very desperate here. And I am going to take a dragon card. Ambush. Play before your opponent's close combat or bonus close combat roll. Okay. Target your defending unit. The target unit will battle first in the close combat with 1 additional die. If the opponent's unit is not eliminated or retreats, it may then battle as originally ordered. Your unit may not battle back. Oh, when I'm defending. Okay. So we'll roll first with the additional die. We battle first. Okay, good. So when they attack me, I can slap down an ambush. Alright. Please remember that I have that. Please. And I'm back to my 4. Okay. We're going to take, I can just go. Alright. Do I have any Ashigaru for them? They do, but they're way back there. Okay, so the AI player is going to go ahead and play order 2 unit center, because that's what he's got. And he's battling good in the center. He's not even having to use all his cavalry, mounted cavalry. So let's do 2. I can just battle here with them. They'll go ahead and attack. Perfect. And I'm going to attack here, 1, 2, 3, into them. Alright, so they're going to spend an honor and fortune to inspire. And because they're the Samurai Spearmen, they get 4 plus 1. Okay, so we'll start there. Can they take out that 1 guy? Yeah, easy. Because they scored 2. What I should have done was the ambush. I'm going to do my ambush card. I know it said to play before, but they are the defending unit. Okay, so let's see here. I should technically keep that roll. I forgot to roll the dice. Or I forgot to play this before the dice roll. Okay, I forgot to play it, so technically I can't play it now. But I'm going to retcon because it's Father's Day and I'm about to lose. So I'm going to pretend I played it. So we're going to roll 1 additional die. So they're going to roll 4 dice instead of the 3. Okay, I got a sword and I got a samurai. They ignore one sword, but the samurai unit hit comes out. The 2 green circles don't hit. Okay, but I hit the leader. Well, the leader wasn't. I'm going to find out if the leader was hit. There's a leader in there. He'll get killed on a sword roll. Nope, he's fine. Okay, so what I've decided to do was I kept that roll I made because that was the attack roll they did, right? That technically is what he rolled, and that's what he would have rolled surviving. I was going to say if they did retreat or fall back or something, then I could have ignored that roll, but that was the roll I made for their initial attack. So they do attack, and they overkill that unit. That to me seems fair. So he played his ambush, took a dude out, but, you know, wasn't enough. So that ambush card goes away. That takes 2 of his honor and fortune, but that was only one of my center units. Then the archers shoot here. Yeah, I gotta get a flag. They killed another blue guy. They killed another blue guy. So they get 1 more banner for that. I'm telling you, this is not looking good. So if we get this unit, then it's game over. They get 3 dice, not 4. Okay, here we go. This might be for the game. And they got it. There's the 1 blue flag they needed at range 3. 1, 2, 3. That comes off. They gain 1 more blue banner that they killed. That uses up their card. Game over. Okay, let's do an after action. So first things first, I know I made a few mistakes as I played. I think I caught the mistakes and corrected them. It was a very distracting day. Maybe Father's Day wasn't the best day to play a solo game when I've got, you know, I love my family. So I'm glad they're here with me celebrating. And but I think that kind of distracted me a bit here and there. But I think I caught things or identified and tried to play through it as best I can. All right, this matches the historical outcome. The 2 units did retreat off of the map. 2 more units did go back. We did catch 1, but we were caught in the Mori ambush. So that pretty much was the historical outcome, because that's what it says. The Amako soldiers caught the Amako soldiers by surprise in their flank. The Amako were immediately routed and fled back to their camp. We were able to gain 2 victory points, 2 banners ourselves, but it wasn't so good. Yeah, it wasn't so good of an experience. I think I've caught on to the rules a little bit better, caught a couple things I know I missed before as far as honor and fortune. That would cut down on how much I earned, because I was always gaining an honor and fortune. Even though I spent 1 like to inspire, even if I gained just 1 on the dice roll, technically I wouldn't have taken it, because you gain 1 less honor and fortune on the dice roll if you inspire your leaders. So I think little things like that I caught a little bit better, trying to use some tactics and using the dragon cards. Yeah, I missed opportunities to use the dragon cards, but again, that's me, not a failure of game mechanic. But when I play solo, you know, I'm already focusing a lot. Here, I sometimes forget. So what I need to do is just slow down, look at my dragon cards I have as I'm deciding what I want to play. So just kind of slow it down a little bit, and then the dragon cards are fun. Yeah, the dragon cards are good. I'm glad I decided to add those in partway through the gameplay, because I think even in a solo game, they're fantastic if you just take the time to slow down and use them. Overall, this was a better scenario. It definitely, in one way, is kind of lopsided, because it was discussing a ambush defeat of an enemy. Could the Amako clan have pulled it out of the hat and won? Yeah, everybody has that opportunity, but I think just getting some early victory banners with the Mori troops retreating across the river gave that confidence to just go ahead and take out 1 or 2 units, and then they pushed, and they started to draw a lot of center cards. Now with the solo way I'm playing, I'm just drawing one card, and going with it as best I can. And that one card system for solo play still crushed me. I am 2 losses, and I'm just simply pulling one card for the AI, and they're crushing it. They don't even need dragon cards. I need dragon cards. But I found a couple dragon cards that would benefit the AI and played them when I thought it would work. So overall, this is still great. I'm going to do a review video later. I'm not going to call it a review because GMT Games did send me this copy for making a gameplay video and like doing a review. But I know sometimes people think that your thoughts are biased if the company sends you the game. So mostly it would be kind of like an overview and sharing my thoughts on the game overall and giving some things I like why do I like it. Because right now, of the Commands and Colors games, this is my favorite. Samurai Battles is definitely my favorite of the Commands and Colors. Napoleonics is good. I'll save some thoughts for later, but I'm going to put it right now. This is by far my favorite, and that video I make is going to hopefully share why. And I'll make that a separate video right after this, so maybe you'll get 2 videos over 2 days. Alright, so I'll talk to you here in a few minutes.